Welcome back, guys. And as always, I'm excited today because we're going to talk about real estate investing and specifically why invest in townhomes and why not in single family. I mean, of course, you can invest in single family homes, but why do people prefer? What are the pros of investing in townhomes and as opposed to single homes and condos? And expert is on the other side, so I'm going to shoot that question right away, Venkat. What's the deal? Why townhomes?
Right. Actually, every investment has a pros and cons, right?
Yeah.
Like you mentioned,
Hmm.
right? So today's topic is like we should be like, how do we invest on townhomes, right? It's why do we invest on townhomes? Basically, that's a topic. It's because it's very less maintenance. Think about single family home. Let's
Mm.
put all the investment right side by side. First is a single family home. Maybe I'll go with the bottom one, right? Condos.
Condos.
Condos are like you don't own the land, you just own the building, right? It
Mm.
could be just one, just like in a developing countries, they might sell only one floor, one section
Mm.
within the building. Those are condos, right? You just owns that space, that's it.
Only because condos in our part where we grew up, we used to call them flats. So basically, you're oh, I don't have my background today, but anyway, if you're only owning that space because your roof is someone's floor and your floor is someone's roof,
it's just like
right?
apartment, right? Apartments.
Exactly. It's
That's
like an
that's
apartment.
condo,
Yeah. So
right?
that's why we said you don't own any other land
Right.
because you're on top of someone else and someone is on top of your place. So
So that's a bottom, like all the way down. And then I would say duplex, right? Duplex, townhomes, they come together, kind of like together, but the duplex is before townhomes, right? Duplex or triplex or the quadruplex, right? Is basically you can have residential real estate, there's a commercial real estate, right?
hmm.
Residential real estate is like anything less than 4 units, 4 units or less.
What
Like
do you mean 4 units?
four units together, like let's say you're building like apartment has multiple units, right? That's a commercial and
Oh, you mean multiple? When you say unit,
attached
it's like
together,
a. Okay. Okay.
together, like think about like a condo, multiple condos attached together, you own the whole building. If it goes above four, right, four condos within that building, that becomes commercial real estate, right?
Commercial real
And
estate.
this is
Okay.
residential real estate, if anything, four or
Yeah,
below,
that's
right?
that's a good point, guys. Make a note of it.
Right. Right. A little bit real estate education here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But basically you need to know all these things. We will come to why you need to, why do you buy townhomes, we will come there eventually. We
Yeah.
had to tell you all
We're,
these
we're
things.
just we're just going for the preparing the groundwork for
Right,
that.
right, exactly. Yeah. So the duplex, triplex, quadruplex, those are like categories, right? Different attached together after the condos, apartments, and then comes the what is it, townhomes, right? And then the single family home. Single family home is really good, but it's expensive,
Hmm.
right? It's expensive, and it goes the expenses go like from condos, it's the lowest one, and then there may be a duplex, triplex, quadruplex. Then it comes the townhomes, then the single family home. The price wise, that's how it goes, right?
Right. Okay.
From the bottom to the higher. So single family home is too high. You don't want to, at least for the initial investment. Like it's very easy to get in. The townhomes are very easy to get in, and it's maintenance free. Like everything else is taken care of outside, right? Even the roof is taken care
Hmm.
by the HOA, right? Your landscape most likely taken care. You don't have to mow the lawn. You don't have to take care of painting
Right.
outside, power washing outside. All those things taken care outside.
Hmm.
So it's a big hassle-free investment for the townhomes, right? For the landlords.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's critical in this case. If you have a single-family home, you may have to hire a lawnmower person if the tenants are not mowing the lawn, or they may not take care of it
Yeah.
properly. Your house looks maybe some
Sure.
very bad, right? You don't want to
Yeah,
have.
and as the landlord, you'll be getting a whole lot of letters from the HOA too, right?
Right, right, yeah. This so many things involved. Like if you wanted to have a easy turnkey investment, townhomes, probably within the last 5 years old, 5 year old townhomes. Don't go beyond that. Maximum maybe 10 year old. But once you pass that 10 year, after 5 years, you might have like anything in this world. Like after 5 years, you start using it, it's going to have some kind of issues, right?
Right.
Like cars, like if you want to have after 5 years, it'll start showing up all the issues.
Yeah. You
That's
got
why
to be very careful when you say anything older than 5, Venkat, because most of us are married, right?
that's true. Yeah,
We're talking about property, real
maybe
property.
people lose interest after 5 years. Who knows?
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So all these things are involved. That's why we, like as an investor, like we prefer townhomes, and condos and everything involves like other people side by side, and you may not have
Yeah.
privacy. Townhomes also, utilities and other things are very less in townhomes compared to single family home, because
Mhm.
the townhomes, the houses are side by side, like
Side by side.
attached. There's a wall, right? So you may not get too much electricity bill, you may not get too much water
That's a good
bill,
one. Yeah.
and sewage bill. All those things will be less.
And before the time runs out, I just wanted to add something real quick, very very basic, general one. My sister used to live in a condo, right? And like
Mm,
I said, condos, you not only share the walls, but you also share the roof, right? So our roof, your
exactly.
roof, is someone's floor. So I think they were on the second floor, so my niece, when she was little, she was doing up and down and playing and jumping from the bed to the floor and all that, and the lady below the unit was tapping her roof with the broom. Hey, stop doing this. But in townhomes, you're only sharing the walls,
Right,
you're not
right.
sharing the roof. So that's another advantage of having a townhome as opposed to a condo.
Yeah, that's a good point. Also, you can get an end unit, like townhomes. They call it end unit.
And
You,
unit.
you only
A little
share wall
expensive though,
one
right?
side.
Aren't they a little expensive, the
Little
regular
expensive,
ones?
but
Yeah,
it's worth it.
it's worth it. It's well worth it.
People prefer that.
Yeah,
So overall, like, townhomes and single family homes are very similar, very, very similar. And except some appreciation wise, the townhomes are a little less
hmm,
compared to single family home, right? But it outweighs the maintenance free living or
right.
maintenance free management, outweighs the other things, right?
And how about the HOA comes in?
HOA
Where does that?
does like adds up like $100-$200 extra compared to single family home,
Hmm,
but it's think about hassle free for you,
hassle
right?
free,
You
right?
don't have to hire, if you hire lawnmower guy, if you hire painting guy, if you hire power washing guy, right? You probably end up paying $100-$200 per month if you divide that, right? So
Right.
it's completely worth it. It's going to be cost around the same, like even with a single family
Yeah,
home.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
That's very true.
and another thing, like for entry wise, like if you are a new investor, right, it's pretty easy to buy a townhome because it will cost less. It's probably like 60% of the single family home, right?
Hmm,
So it's
right.
easy to get in, easy to buy as a first investor, second, third, fourth house. But
Correct.
even like if you have a lot of money, you can buy two townhomes versus one single family home.
Yeah.
Your rental income might be higher in this case.
Right, and we do this 20% down thing, right, to avoid the PMI, or the
Right.
how do I put it,
Private
private
mortgage
mortgage
insurance.
insurance, right?
Right.
So if you're going for a townhome which is less pricey than a single family, you could probably end up paying the whole 20%
Mm.
down and avoid that PMI too. But instead, if you went for a single family, which is pricey, and you might even not be able to put 20% down, so which means you're incurring an additional PMI amount too. So in that way, you're saving PMI as well. You might be able to save on your PMI because you might be able to put 20% down on a townhome versus a single family. So
That's right. Like every dollar counts, right? You don't
every
want
dollar
to
counts.
throw something down the
Yeah,
drain.
yeah,
$100-$200 a month is nobody. There's no use for it, right?
yeah.
PMI. it's a
Yeah,
waste of money.
waste of money. That's true.
Right. So yeah, I guess this is useful for some of you guys because you might be thinking about whether to invest in
Hmm.
condo, duplex, or triplex, or townhomes, or single family home. I would say definitely go with townhomes because you own the land, you also own the building,
Right.
and it's going to appreciate. It's not as much as single family home, but it does appreciate, and it's maintenance free, and it's easy to get in, and easy to rent out too for the people they don't want to mow
Right.
their lawn,
Yeah. Yeah.
take
Yeah.
care of outside things.
Absolutely. Great points, Venkat. Thank you so much for sharing all that information. And again, like you said, maybe you're on the fence of going for either townhome or this or that. And hopefully this session was helpful to you to make that call. And also, if you have any further questions, please feel free to ask. We are here to help you guys.
Right, definitely.
Uh,
Talk to
and
you guys later.
yeah, until next time, it's goodbye from us.
Bye.